for everybody joining whenever you are watching this. My name is Gemini, Jimmy, Jim, those that have been around, or if you watch my previous videos, you know my name. But those are what a lot of people call me nowadays is Jimmy, or Jim, or Gemini. Uh, that's like if people nowadays call me Michaela, if you're not family or you know me for a few years, I just kind of look at you like you're crazy. But hi Jason, hi, hello. So what we're doing today is just like a very simple makeup look, kind of like yesterday, but it's gonna be pinkier purple. I have somewhere to go today. I have a niece's play, and I think it is cute. I'm just gonna do pinky purple. Um, so there's that. What the hell? As always, I have a different screen for comments. I'm doing good. How are you? Uh, also, if you're not new here, you already know the drill. If you are new here, well, if you see a negative comment, just drop a joke or a pickup line. Do not engage. We are just going to ignore all the stupids. That's what we're going to say. So, for today, I'm going to dip into transition and Dominique Cosmetics. Any exciting welcome plans? Today is also my grandma's birthday. She passed away a couple years ago, and she loved purple. So it's kind of also an homage to her, not just... I got a couple different purples I could play with, but I'm going to stick to these for the most part, and then like glitter or something from here, because they have some shimmers in here that's very pretty. So there's this palette that has like that pretty purple and the pink. I can dip it too. So there's this. She passed away 2 years ago. She had a heart problem. Like all my birth grandparents, the last of them died January of this year. It's gonna make a year that he passed away. January 26th. And that's actually because of him why my YouTube live started. Because I've had this channel for years. And I was on hiatus before I did my first live, like 5-6 year hiatus, wondering what I was going to do with this channel, where I was going to take it. Because I knew I wanted to come back, but I wasn't sure where I was going to take it and stuff like that. And direction I want to go. And then it was him dealing with cancer. He was supposed to have passed away in September, and he was still fighting the good fight. And it was just, it was like, okay, I want to turn on the camera and do makeup just so I didn't feel alone. That's why the camera was there. With my grandma that passed away, that's her birthday's today. It was very sudden for her. We didn't even know. Like, we knew she had heart problems. We knew she had a pacemaker. But from my understanding, because I wasn't even, like, I didn't live with her, so I didn't know what happened. All I know is that she went to take her medicine and her heart stopped because her pills were next to her hand. So that's how she passed. They found her the next day. She passed while everybody else was sleeping. So she was... Hold on. I'm going to do a calculator. She was born... She would have been 79 this year. So she passed away 2 years ago. She passed away fast, from what I understood. So there wasn't much suffering. And then my grandpa on my dad's side, because this is my grandma on my dad's side. my grandpa on my dad's side passed 2020 in April, so when COVID was at a high. And then my mom's mom died 11 days before I turned 1. So she passed away a long time ago. They all would have been around the same age, like in their 70s, 60s. So they were all pretty close in age, but they all, like the last 3 died within the last 5 years. The other one died way before then. Ooh, I could do the red with the purpley look, but I'm just gonna line top for sure. Okay, let's see. I don't know what I'm going to do to the bottom waterline just yet, but I do want to kind of do my brows, because I'm going to have my hair up, so it's not going to be too dramatic. I have no idea. Why are you playing with a kid's toy right now? Oh, Jason, how'd you feel about all the Stray Kids wins? Because last time I talked to you, Sungmin has just hurt his foot. How'd you feel about everything? Like, a lot happened in Stayville, especially like they took over Threads, they won all the awards, they did so many performances. I think they're in Japan right now. I am doing my nails tomorrow, so tomorrow's gonna be like a super long live. I'm just warning everybody, because last time I did a live, it took like 4 hours, and that's the funny part. On the 22nd was when I did my first live. Like, it didn't start getting shorter until like June. But like, I used to do like 4 hour lives, no problem here. Oh, I didn't even realize the music stopped. My bad. We just in the dark. Not in the dark, in the silence. Okay. I didn't even realize. My bad, y'all. Do I know where the what's at? I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay. I'm just gonna clean up right there ever so slightly because I kind of fucked that up. But there and then just had this. Can't get up in the morning. There we go. See, this one has always been my favorite brow. This one, we struggle with. And as far as I'm concerned, it's always going to be different. I am currently saving up because a few of my friends and I, we are going to the BTS concert next year. Because Army came out, Army debuted the summer before my senior year of high school. I was off and on again Army, like I've been off and on in K-pop since 2013. BTS was the first K-pop band I've listened to. And so I left my coffee in the kitchen. Bear, can you go get my coffee for me, please? It's on the counter. I left it and I didn't realize it till I went to take a sip. Thank yous. But yeah, off and on since then. So, like, I listened to their music. I haven't watched their content. Just because at that time I couldn't really do it. Because my grandparents didn't really like hearing that because they said it was a bunch of noise. I mean, don't get me wrong. They were like, those are some pretty ass men. But I wasn't allowed to watch it because it was always... They were just very weird and old school about it. So... I didn't watch their content, so I'm playing catch up on it. Because then even my husband... Correction, ex-husband was the same way. Thank you. Thank you. You alright?
Yeah, it's not that hot.
Okay. There we go.
It tastes good.
Because it's getting on my nerves. My hair.
What flavor is it?
Breakfast blend with hazelnut creamer. Go. Thank you. Blackpink. They're good. But Jennie is starting to piss me off. Because you could see her. She is like literally trying her best not to yawn while she's performing. And everybody else is just looking at her like even her dancers are like, girl. She's starting to piss me off. Like, they make good music. My kid loves them, especially How You Like That. But she's quickly pissing me the fuck off. I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand. A lot of people, like, bullied her growing into it because she debuted 2016. Like, Blackpink, if I'm thinking right, they debuted 2016. I understand. She got bullied. I do. But now you're really feeding into what they said about you. And the only time you're alive is when you're doing your own stuff. So I guess it's trauma with Blackpink. Like, she's traumatized because all the memories connected to Blackpink. But anything connected to her own project, she doesn't have trauma with because it was a good response. I don't know. That's my 2 cents on it. But she needs, if that's the case, she needs to figure out something else. So she doesn't ruin her friendship with the girls. I get it, but like even Jump, I was able to, I don't dance much. If I do, it's in the kitchen as if nobody's watching. Jump is, like, the song is good. The choreography, my kid puts more energy into it, and I get it. If it's like at the end of a song and you're tired, cool, whatever, understandable. They're not doing much. And it's like, now it looks like they're aiming for like the easy TikTok trend dances, because that's one of the easiest dances to do on TikTok. But like, why not mix it up? The set list isn't much, but then again, I kind of understand because they weren't allowed to release a lot of music, but come on. Then release a full album so you could play that at the concert. I think it's because I'm comparing them to others, because like ITZY does it. ITZY dances their asses off. They outperform no matter how many people like hate on them for Sneakers, which is stupid because my kid and I like that song, but each to their own. I like Sneakers. I like ITZY. I like aespa. And Drama is what got me onto aespa. And I love Winter's vocals. But they dance their asses off. Blackpink just needs to come out with a new album or two, do those songs, and occasionally throw in their old songs. Like, they have all their own labels. They could have, unless they're still under contract with YG, they could do it. And if they do still have their contract with YG, okay, hold on. Stray Kids working on another album. We're talking about Stray Kids. They're the workaholics who always are working. Even in their vlogs, you see them. Okay, well, I was working on this. Da da da. Like, they're always working on something, and I think they're doing that for whenever they do decide to slow down. They have all this out because, like, their discography is over 24 hours. I was able to listen to it on a multiple day road trip. I was able to listen to all their stuff and not one song repeated. And I put every single song they owned on a device for that and not one song repeated. Their discography is fucking crazy. But Cat's Eye with Internet Girl, again, my opinion. Anybody that disagrees with it, go make your own opinion. See, I said natural, but now I want to take my hair out, so I'm doing my makeup a little different. With Stray Kids working on another album, are we really surprised? Because, I mean, look at how the Do It album, the It tape, and Karma album. If you look at their hairstyles, both, like the original video for Do It, was filmed around the same time, Ceremony, and it was done around the same time. Because if you remember on Threads, they had a poll of champagne shower or confetti rain. They were talking about Do It or Karma being released, and then they released it in the order that the poll was done. Both were done around the same time, so being that those two were already done and they just filmed one video for each, because you could tell after that the next video that they did for the remaining albums, it was different hair colors. They did it according to that. Like, because Channy's been blonde since the Karma promo stages. He did Do It with black hair way back when, because all their hair was different. Like, Lino bleached his, Changbin with cinnamon. So, I mean, it was already done. So, them working on a new album now, and it takes 4 to 6 months to work on one. But Chan has admitted he works because he can't sleep. He can't sleep because he's afraid to die. Because there are some stays who have bullied him that if he gets this surgery, they're not going to support Stray Kids. He wants Stray Kids to be around forever. And how do you keep Stray Kids around forever? You keep the support there. And a lot of stays, I'm not even, you know what, they fake stays. They phase. A lot of the phase, straight up, well, actually, no. Being a cosmetologist, they could just dye their roots and then just keep toning their hair. And keratin treatment. It don't have to be dead. Like, Asian hair is very hard to bleach from black to that. They could also, to go back to dark, you could either do demi dyes to temporarily do it, or you could spray the hair, or when you go darker, like, remember when Chan was originally blonde and then he went dark for years? He, like, stopped coloring his hair at all because his hair, he went blonde, but right before he went dark for 2 years, it was like how Changbin's hair was. It was like a gingery cinnamon red, right? Then he went dark. Pre-filling that, they put straight red in, and then they went in with like a color like mine for his hair, because red is the dominant color here. And that is the healthiest way to do that. And then to bleach it, multiple sessions, and he could have worn, because K-pop is very fan of it, he could have worn a wig. He could have spray painted his hair temporarily a different color while he was going through multiple bleaching processes. And then you just bleach it once all over and then just keep toning it and you just bleach the roots. And that's the healthiest way to do that. Rose from Blackpink, she's been doing it for years. How do you think she stayed blonde for so long when she's not naturally a blonde? Somi, she's another one that's done that. And I could tell that they did it. And they also have hair extensions to keep the length if they ever have to cut it and they want to keep length in their appearances. They do extensions. So there's that. My favorite hairstyle on Chan was when he had the silver gray and he had those red extensions in for that. Oh my god, he looks so good. Hyunjin, he got a few of them, but mine is from last year's. Sorry about that. Last year's 2024. I forgot what performance it was. It was at the very beginning. He had that short red hair, and they were like doing like the pirate theme things. Like, I remember the outfit. That was so goddamn. I love that. Him with any red in his hair, like the dark red. I love it. I love it. But that man himself is so pretty. All of them. Hold on. All of them. All men in K-pop are so goddamn pretty, and I'm like, it's not fair. Why? It's not fair at all. They're so goddamn pretty. But they also take care of their skin and their hair and do their supplements. Hang on. Bear! Call your dad off of Discord. Call your dad off of Discord. He just tried to call my phone. Well, turn it on then, dummy. Did you really just fight me with you can't call your dad because your computer's off? Give yourself a V8. So, that's my 2 cents on the hair. Now, your other question was, how do I feel about Internet Girl from Cat's Eye? Because Stray Kids, they're always working on a new album. The fact that they had Karma and Do It done at the same time and they couldn't decide which one to release first, they had ample time to do this. Do you think those motherfuckers actually take a vacation? They went on tour for a whole year, which means they postponed. Like, sure, they released a few albums. They released 2 Japanese albums and 2 Korean albums during the course of their tour. If they were not on tour, do you realize how many albums we could have got in that year and how long period? Being that, well, Karma was during their break from August to October. But do you realize how long it takes to write out the songs, film the songs, produce the music, mix the two together, edit it to where it sounds good and they like it, do promo shots for it, sketch out, all that. It's a lot, right? But the fact that they had 2 albums already done and they were like doing the graphics for it, that tells you how long they had. But also, being that they were on tour for a year, they pushed a lot of their albums back. And if we remember them saying, I think it was during the Karma thing, they were on Station Head or something, they put that a lot of samples they make their songs from, they made 5-6 years ago. So they're taking songs that they have samples of, or demos that 3 Roger wrote, or any of the others, because they all write songs that the entire group sings. They all have them on the laptop already, so you can only imagine. Okay, be safe. You could only imagine how many things they have, and then they're like, oh, I like the sound of this song. Oh, I like this song. Oh, we could redo this song. And they mash it up into an album and be like, we're going to do this for this. And then they probably have a whole ass folder for Japanese releases. Like, oh, well, we could change the lyrics from Korean to Japanese and it will still be the same, and then we can release the Korean version later. Because they've done that with a few songs. But I'm not surprised at all with how fast they have albums, because knowing how the 8 of them are and how creative they are always writing songs. They are always like, hey, can we play around with this? The fact that Chan has his own studio and they self create their own stuff, they probably have a lot more than standard artist groups, because nobody could tell them shit outside of, okay, we're going to create this graphic and then the company does that. But they're like, here's the concept, here's this, here's this, here's this, here's the song, so we can get the feel for it for our album. But they create everything, and then the company just does the final push through. They have a lot. And then when it comes to Internet Girl from Cat's Eye, it's very fucking catchy. I personally, like, at first when I first saw the clip and I was like, eat zucchini. I like zucchini, but why? And then I was listening to it, and it's very, 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 very repetitive, to the point that my 9-year-old caught the song within one day of listening to it. But it sounds like a TikTok song. TikTok, Gnarly and Internet Girl sound like just songs made for TikTok. With how repetitive it is catchy. But also, I kind of, personal opinion here, I think it's a filler song for concerts like this. That way, it's easier for the crowd to be able to chant and pick up like that, you know? Which, it's perfect, being that they are touring, and they debuted this on tour, so it's easy for them to bow, 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 bow. And the crowd's like, yeah! And they know the words, and they feel connected to the group that way. So, there's that. Okay, I smoked it out. I'm gonna do soft and sweet, so I could top it off with a pinky glitter. So we're gonna do soft and sweet, and I'm gonna mix natural, which is a pinkier toned base, just to kind of lighten this up, because I wanna. Okay. So we're gonna do this, top it over here, and then natural and soft and sweet. Daddy's off? Okay. Your dad's off? Okay. Because I was like, what the fuck? He ain't supposed to be off this week. Okay. So, I hope that satisfied your curiosity. Okay, I did liquid marker before. Came out drier. Yesterday, we did the On Point liquid liner. So, today I want to play with the angled one. Or do I want the brush one? No, I grabbed the angled one. We're going to see how the angled one does. And then I'll lay down the glitter on top after I do my face. No, I'll do it now so I can clean up if need be. Okay, let's see. Since it's angled, it should be easy as fuck to do what I want to do with this. Ugh. like mix On Point with this, like the On Point liquid liner, but it should, the main thing I want to use it for, because I was just drawing at this point, is the inner part. And then how easy it is to just draw across.
You know my cousin Maddie? She's doing a course today. It starts at 1
Okay, so wings are wonky, but it's fine because I can clean that up, no problem. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna, cause they're a little wonky, but it don't look that bad. But I see it, so we're just gonna clean it up a little bit. So we're gonna just. So I'll keep hustling, you keep. I'm gonna take the On Point liquid liner, kind of fix it, because this one's a little more fine on it. So we're gonna just take it and kind of fix it, because it's more so this side. Just there we go. Still kind of fucked up, but we go work with it. I'll clean it up more when I do my face. So, spray and then primer, and then we're gonna go. Okay, we got that. I want to use the Poreless Jelly and mix Grippy with it. I'm so excited because actually the girls in my Gym Babes community, I still have. I just don't advertise it because it's very closed off now. And I just use it as an exclusive like feedback group. So I can... So we're going to just go in and prime. But the girls in my community, it's... Would you lower your voice? You don't need to be as loud as you dance. Okay. There we go. She did not need to be as loud as that. But we're gonna go. I bounce all my ideas off of them and then I launch it. And then the membership, I also bounce ideas off of, but not as much as the group community. Just because it's more like a focus group, like, hey, da da da. And then the membership is more like community based, where I get feedback from after. I love both groups equally. Just both groups have different privileges. So it's not... So we're just... Oh, I forgot I had that even in my ear. Okay. I'm just putting it all over. Okay. I feel this thing you already know. I feel this thing you already know. For the things you don't know. Give me on the stars, I'm a human being. The sights is that you can't see. You have troubles with me. Okay, we're gonna do the whole face with this. And then just a little puff like that. But I want this first. It's code. And then this, we're gonna use, this I don't use much because it's like my skin tone. We're just gonna get rid of a few of the spots. That I need all that foundation to go away. Okay. Is there anywhere else I need to cover? Not really. But while that's setting, let me fix near my just there. Bueno. And then I'll just add that there too. So okay. Kind of. Hi, how are you? How are you today? Okay, got that. We'll move that there. My name, but they're holding back. They want to say milkshake, but no, it's cat. I go crazy. Nah, bitch, I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on shit daily. Memories after day. This, we're going to take this. Just kind of. Okay. Take this and just kind of stamp that in a little bit. Swear I won't forget this. Wanna grab this in my breathless. Okay, and then I'm gonna get a smaller one for my nose. I ain't being open, I hate being broken. I feel like an ocean, fed up with emotion. Just right where it's at. Right there. And then okay, whatever's left there. Take this. Tomorrow I have nail day and we already figured it out. It's gonna be burgundy, gray, gems, pointy stiletto. So it's gonna be a. If you've been in my nails, I want to do a thumbnail for it and like. Well, no, it's gonna be another makeup and music, which is basically like get ready with me. It's because I'm gonna do my hair and do my makeup to tie it all together tomorrow. So it's gonna be a very vampy look, and I'm so excited. But of course, nails first. Or should I do hair and makeup and then wash my hands and then start it? Because it's a very long process. Now I'm going to do nails first. You don't have to love me. You don't have to like me. Whoa, hold on. What? You can fuck. There's a. Okay. I love it. Okay. Let's do this. I'm so glad I didn't cough harder because that would have been disastrous. For the rest of the face. So I think tomorrow's gonna be very vampirella. Okay. Should I do it here or should I do it on TikTok? You know what? I'm gonna ask the community and the membership. Cause I don't know. It's gonna be like 4 to 5 hours. I can always do my makeup beforehand if we're not doing it here. This was fun for like the couple of weeks I had. But it's time to get creative again. And we got jewels, and I already had the pattern I want for the jewels. And that's gonna take the longest. That's gonna be a fight. Because me and Jules have a love-hate relationship. Ain't no motherfucker in this fucking to it like me. Open up your eyes. Just in the back. And then whatever's left. Oops. Because it is more purpley look, so I want a more purpley lip to go with it. Also, keeping in mind where we're at. My favorite one, it is this one. It's Classy. Classy is my favorite, like, purpley one. But then I also have to determine which is more brown. Yeah, we're going to go with Classy. There was another one I had, and I can't remember which one it was. Because Collaborator's more like warm tone. So we're going to go cool tone with it. I like to emphasize my Cupid's bow. I like my Cupid's bow. I don't like drawing over it. For shit. Like, I will actively, like, take it out. Emphasize the bit. I fucked it up, but it's fine. Now you can see my bow. I love it. I love my bow. And I love this lip color. It brings out my eyes when I do cool tone purples. And my skin's very golden as it is. So golden skin, cool tone purples. I don't know. Something about it, man, brings out my eyes a little more. And I love it. Okay. I need to do bottom and then hair. Okay. So what we're going to do is take Chai from Transition Palette. Because I used a couple of them from here. We're going to use Chai. I'm going to put black in the waterline. Because I didn't earlier and it looks like I did even though I didn't. But it fits. Oh, damn me. I was meant to be. So never street. Okay, and then I'm going to take the tiniest bit of cinnamon. Just tiniest bit. And just do the outer, just to like darken ever so slightly. Okay. Now I need to blend that bit. So I'm going to take a different pencil brush to do that. Okay. There we go. Now I need to kind of... I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Oh. There we go. I think hair down versus hair. Freedom is priceless. Do you feel greatness? Do you see greatness? I think we're just going to keep it like this, and then I'll re-twist it. So I'm going to do there, and then I'm going to take this, and because I don't want to wet my hair today. But you're never gonna be me. Doing it easy. Looking for change, looking for pain. I like how it, yeah, because I don't want to wet my hair, but I like how it looks, and I could always like put a face powder over it, translucent powder, kind of lightly soften it. Okay, so what we're going to do is take this. My cousin's mayhem. Turns times real red. Take this. And we're going to take the lightest. Where's my little puff? Okay, we could use this. Take the lightest bit of translucent powder. Dust it off in here and kind of put it over it. And then we're going to sweep it off in a bit. I'm going to let it. And then top it off with glitter. I'm going to do the same at the bottom. We're going to take this and then we're going to just dust it off. Softened it. That's one of my favorite little tricks. And then we're going to take this and go into the Essentials palette that I had. It softened it ever so slightly. Gonna go into the Essentials palette and get Pretty Kind, which is the pink, and I'm gonna mix it in with the purple right here for Grateful. So it's Grateful and Pretty Kind. I'm gonna change my shirt later too. I just kind of put it in the center and just sweep it across the middle part of the lid. Okay. I'm going to take On Point and just fix right here so that it connected. And then I'm going to set the face a little more. Okay. Voila! Okay. I'm going to let you guys go because I'm going to ask a few questions in the membership and play around over there. I love you all, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.